Hi, my name is Sarah Mora and I teach career and technical education, and I wanted to take you through the steps today on how to create a PowerSchool login for parents. I also wanted to kind of explain why you need one. So PowerSchool is the student information system that we use here in Sahuarita Unified School District in order to report grades to the state, but also to inform parents of their child's grades. So as students move into the middle school area of our school, we start putting that responsibility of knowing the students' grades on the students and parents. Just because of the volume of students that we have, it makes it more efficient if you can keep track of your own grades and you have them at a moment's notice. The moment I change something in my grade book as a teacher, it automatically will alert you based on your preferences, or it will change. You'll just see the difference on your account. So if you came to meet and greet or the schedule pickups, you should have received two documents that are super important. The first one is the schedule, and that is what we're looking at today. We're looking at an example of a student schedule, and I have blocked off all of personal and private information so that we can talk about what is on your document. So the first document is the schedule. Right here, you'll see what they have for first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth and seventh period. And then at the bottom of the schedule, three pieces of information for logins, three different logins. So the first one is for PowerSchool. This is a student-only sign-in. Now, when you receive this information, unfortunately, the password is blocked off due to privacy. We appreciate that it's private, but then that makes it very difficult for you as a parent because you don't know how to get in because it doesn't have a password. So we'll talk about the student side of things at the end. We're going to start with the parent stuff. At the bottom of that, you have Clever, which is used for iReady, and you have the SUSD Learns account, which is their Google account in order to log into Google Classroom or their email. So if they can't log into their SUSD Learns account, please have your child reach out to their first period teacher in order to have them submit an IT ticket to reset that password. It does have a kind of a turnaround of maybe a day to get that information. So please be patient with that. We appreciate it. Thank you. The second thing that is attached to your schedule, or the second paper that is attached to your schedule, is this information sheet that does show you how to create a parent portal login to PowerSchool. We're going to go through what to do with this and what it looks like, because sometimes it helps to just have the visual instead of just reading it step by step. So here you'll see it are the steps, and then there's some private information here that you'll need. What was a little confusing for some of my parents, some of our parents, including myself, is that this is not the password that you would use to log in as a parent. You have to actually go through the process of creating your parent portal. So here we are we're going to go through step number one. So I opened a new tab, and here I have the SUSD 30 .powerschool.com /public/home.html. So I got this URL from the document. It is on step one. So we're going to go there. Then we're going to click on create account. If you have already created an account, then you don't need to recreate it. But then if you have multiple children, I'll show you towards the end how to add multiple children. So here I have the account button. We're going to just go ahead and click create account. I would fill out this information, first name, last name, make sure it's all detailed. I have a secure password, and then I would start linking my students. So now this information I'm going to get from this document. Okay, so up at the top, it asks for their ID number, access ID. It shows the access ID is kind of like a username looking thing, and the access password is the password you're going to need. So you could, when you create your account, add all of your children right in the get-go. It allows you to do up to 7 in the first round, and if you have more, I'll show you where to go afterwards. So here I would put my child's name, their access ID, their password, and then I would hit enter. So go ahead and pause the video and do this step, and I'll show you what happens next. Now that I have created my account, I may now sign in to the portal to see my child's information. Once you log in, you'll be able to see a portal that looks like this. On the side, you will see that you have tons of other information or access. So you can go to grade history, attendance history, email notification, teacher comments, school bulletin, which we don't use, so you don't necessarily need to do that one. Class registration, my calendars, account preferences, returning student registration, purchases and payments, and the school district code. So if you download the app, it will ask you for the code, which is that one. It will show your child's current schedule. Make sure that it matches the paper one. If it doesn't match, you will use what is on your account. That is the most up to date. That means the printed one is now obsolete and you no longer need it. So I'm going to go to account preferences. Here in account preferences, let's say I change my email and I no longer have that email. I can go in and change my email here. I can change my language. I can even change my username, and I can change my password. So let's say when I created my account, I didn't have the document for my other children. I would then click on students and I could add another student here and use their name, access ID, and password. Okay, so if you've made an account in the past, you can use that. Once you are done with this, then you are good to go. Your parent portal is now set up and you will now be able to check on the student's account. On the sidebar of the parent portal, you can choose to determine whether you get email notifications for different settings. So you can get a daily report showing assignment scores for each class. You can do a summary of grades and attendance, detailed report of attendance, school announcements, balance alert, and you can add additional emails to your account. You can also choose the frequency. You may also on the app, whether you're in the student side or the parent side, you can determine what kind of notifications you receive. You can receive when they get a 0, when a detailed report just like this, but it's on the app and you'll just have to go to the notifications section of the app in order to turn on push notifications. One thing that we wanted to make sure to note, it was a question that came up, but let's say you want separate accounts for two different guardians, two different parents. This is a feature that you can do on PowerSchool. So what you'll do is each person will create their own account and add the same access ID and password to their parent portals. That way, if you want to check on your account, great, and then the other person can check on their account as well. Now we're going to create a student login. So in order to do this feature, now you will go back to the document that you have and you will use the first piece of information. Because the password is blocked off and we have not created this account before, you will then need to reset the password in order to log in for the first time. So I will use the information that I got from my page here and hit forgot password in order to create a new password. Please note that if you try to do this on the phone in the app, it will force you to reset both the username and the password for your student. It will not have a feature where you can reset only the password. So you want to do this process on a computer, not on a cell phone using the app. When you hit forgot password, it will show this screen. You will put the username from the document and your student's email address in order to get the link in order to reset their password. Once you have submitted that information, you will get the forgot password email sent to your account. You will receive an email that looks like this with a link where you can click on it and reset your password. Once you click on it, it'll take you to this screen where you can then re-enter your username and enter a new secure password. Please be sure to follow the instructions here of what different characters it needs. It needs to be at least 8 characters long, must contain an uppercase or lowercase, one uppercase and one lowercase, one letter and one number, one special character, and it is not a well-known character. When doing new passwords, I tend to encourage my student to use a phrase that they like to say with numbers and letters. So they could say something like school is cool. They would never say that, right? But they would change some of those letters into numbers and add special characters in order to make it unique enough to be a strong password. Now that I have reset my child's password, they now have access to a very similar screen to what I had in the parent portal. The difference is they won't be able to see their sibling in this side of the portal. It is just their information. You'll notice the schedule here is the most up-to-date schedule, just like in the parent portal. Their grades will display here, and their account preferences can be set here. Attendance history is here. Teacher comments are here. So if there's an assignment or a comment that a teacher has added to their grade or to the class, they'll be able to click here and see what the comments are. It also shows you again the district code. Now that we've created the account, we can go on a phone and hit login using the district code, and your child, if they have their own smartphone, will have access to their grades whenever they want. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope it has been successful in helping you prepare your student and equip them with the tools they need to be successful here at Wrights and Ridge. We hope you have a wonderful start of the school year.